Every Amazon PPC campaign needs a bidding strategy. There are three main strategies that you can choose from, but which one is the best for you to use to achieve your goals? Each has its own unique use case, but if you combine all three together, you can create an even more unstoppable PPC machine. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what each bidding type is, how it works, and how you can best utilize them to achieve your Amazon PPC goals. These are the three bidding types that you find inside of Amazon: up and down bidding, down-only bidding, and fixed bidding. I'm going to go into a lot more depth in each one later on in this video, but starting with up and down bidding. So for this one, Amazon will raise your bids either up or down. So this is taken directly from Amazon. They will raise your bids by a maximum of 100% in real time when your ad may be more likely to convert to a sale, and lower your bids when it's less likely to convert to a sale. So in this example here, our set bid is say $2. We could see cost per clicks anywhere from down at like 50 cents or even as low as like 10 cents right up to $4 because Amazon can bid up to a maximum of 100% more than what our set bid is. This is all depending on how Amazon thinks you're more or less likely to actually convert that customer. So how can we use up and down bidding? So this is an aggressive strategy. So best for aggressive PPC campaigns. It's ideal for new targets or products where you need impressions and sales even at the cost of profitability. So perfect for brand new products that you're just starting out advertising on. You need a lot of impressions, sales quickly. So you set it up as up and down bidding. Maybe you don't know exactly what the bid price is. So it's useful for gauging current bid prices. Amazon will find that ideal bid price. You can then go in, check on it later and see, okay, so I set my bid at $1, but actually most of my clicks are happening when Amazon is bidding like $1.75. So then you know that that dollar bid is too low. You should be starting at $1.75, and then you can work it from there. So these are some things that you need to watch out for with up and down bidding. So you need to keep a very close eye on these campaigns. So monitor them closely. Cost per clicks and ACoS can spike due to Amazon's adjustments. So again, Amazon's not only bidding down, they're bidding up as well. So what you set as your bid, that's not what you're going to pay for your clicks. Amazon could be charging you 100% more than your set bid for clicks. So keep a close eye on that. Otherwise, your spend can run away very quickly. Amazon is the one regulating your bids here. So they're controlling them. But who's going to benefit more if you're bidding more on a product? Now, if everyone was working with up and down bids, Amazon can just push those bids higher and higher. It's benefiting them, it's not benefiting you. Watch out for high traffic periods. So avoid using up and down bidding during high traffic, such as Black Friday, other holidays, Christmas, Easter, Father's Day, etc., to prevent overspending, because there's so much extra traffic coming in and there's a lot more people bidding on those keywords. Amazon's just going to push those cost per click, those bid prices way up. So you're going to spend a lot of money and maybe not get better results. Key search enhancers. You never want to add top of search modifiers, middle of page modifiers, etc. onto up and down campaigns, because if you have a $1 bid set, Amazon can always bid up to 100% more. So they could bid up to $2. But then if you have a 400% top of search modifier, you could be bidding up to $8 for one click. So don't combine these two together, because your ACoS is going to go through the roof. You're going to have far less profits on product sales. So up and down, great for when you're starting out with a new product, but ultimately you want to shift into a more sustainable strategy. So that more sustainable strategy is down-only bidding. Down-only bidding, Amazon can only lower your bids. They cannot increase them. So if you set your bid at $2, they can lower it down to $0. So we'll lower your bids in real time when your ad may be less likely to convert to a sale. So if your ad is very likely to convert to a sale, it's going to leave that set bid. But if it thinks that the customer is not likely to purchase your product, it's going to drop that bid right down. So you could see cost per clicks of like $1.95, $1.75, $1.25, but you'll never see bids of $2.50. It will never be above your set bid. So how can we use down-only bidding? So this is perfect for controlling costs. So most of your campaigns are going to run on down-only bids, because this is the most stable one. It's the easiest to optimize out of all the different bidding strategies. It works very well for both automatic and manual targeting campaigns. So you don't have to just use it for one or the other, you can use it for both. We always use it with our manual targeting campaigns because those are our scaling campaigns. They are generating most of our sales. We want to have good ACOS on them. We don't want massive spikes in cost per clicks, in ACOS as well, especially during holiday periods. That's why down-only bidding works so well for that constant and efficient PPC spend and sales. So you want to start with a higher bid as well to gain impressions and then gradually lower it to find the optimal cost efficiency range. So say you start your bid off at $1.50, but you aren't getting any clicks. Then you can move it up even more. You can move it up by 15 cents to $1.65. If you're still not getting any clicks, again, up to $1.80. Finally, you start seeing clicks at like around $1.95. So what you can do then, leave it at $1.95 for a bit. You get a lot of sales and then slowly start dropping it down because cost per clicks and bids change all the time. So you can slowly drop that bid down by 10 cents at a time and see, are your sales staying the same? Are they decreasing? What are your impressions doing? Are they staying the same? Are they decreasing? If everything starts to decrease, then you've decreased your bids too much, so push them up again. But if they stay the same, then great, you're actually saving some money on each one of those clicks. What to watch out for your down-only bidding campaigns. So submitting bids that are too low. So if you set your bids at like 50 cents, chances are that you're not going to show up at all because Amazon cannot increase the bid. They can only decrease it. So if all of your competitors are bidding $1, you're bidding 50 cents, you're not going to show up for those searches. You want to keep track of your impressions and clicks. So monitor them to ensure that your bids are actually effective. Like I just discussed, if your bid is too low, you're not going to get impressions and clicks. But then when it goes up higher, you want to slowly start dropping it down and keep monitoring those impressions and clicks. Are they improving? Are they getting worse? Find that sweet spot of bid range. So these are also designed for cost effectiveness. So it's not ideal for campaigns needing high impressions. It's designed for cost efficiency. So if you're just looking to get a lot of traffic onto your listing, then this is not the best strategy to use, but it is the best for getting the most out of your PPC spend, for getting the most profitable PPC campaigns. Then a pro tip with down-only bidding strategies. So if you combine down-only with search modifiers to refine placement, then you can be pretty much guaranteed to get that top of search. So what bid adjustments are is you can adjust your bid by a certain percentage for top of search placement, rest of search, and product pages. So this gives here inside of Amazon an example with up and down. $75 bid can increase up to $1.50 for top of search, $1.13 rest of search, $1.13 for product pages. Can be increased up to $1.50 for rest of search and up to $1.50 for product pages during Black Friday or Cyber Monday. So you are just adding on a percentage that you are willing to pay to get your product to show up in that particular placement. So if you add a 100% top of search, then Amazon knows that they can bid 100% more than what your set bid is just so you can get top of search placement. So with down-only bidding, because Amazon can't bid up, you want to add some sort of top of search modifier. But maybe don't start with 100%. You can start with lower, like 10, 15%. If that works out well, great. Keep it there. Maybe try lowering it a little bit. If it doesn't work, slowly increase it up. You rather want to start off lower than higher because that's going to be more efficient for your spend. So then the last bidding strategy is going to be fixed bids. So now fixed bids, Amazon cannot increase them up or down. What you set your bid at, that is what you're going to bid for those placements. So directly from Amazon, we'll use your exact bid and any manual adjustments you set and won't change your bids based on likelihood of sale. So those manual adjustments are going to be top of search modifiers, but I don't recommend using them with fixed bids. So how do we actually use fixed bids? Best for aggressively targeting specific keywords to rank quickly and useful for maximizing impressions and sales for critical campaigns. So if you have a brand new product that you really want to push, same as up and down bidding strategies, where you just want to get a lot of impressions, a lot of traffic to your listing, then fixed bids is a great way to do it. If you want to absolutely dominate the search page on that specific keyword phrase, then use fixed bids. You can set your bid way up at $4 and that's what you always are going to bid for that placement. So if your competitors are bidding $1, you're bidding $4, you're always going to get that very first sponsored ad placement because you are bidding so much more than them. But if you're bidding $4 and your competitors are bidding $6, you will not get that placement because you are bidding lower than them and Amazon cannot adjust it up to match what they are bidding. Key thing to note is that your bid price is not necessarily what your cost per click is going to be in the end. So like the first example, you're bidding $4, your competitors are bidding $1. You most likely won't end up paying $4 per click. You'll probably pay somewhere in the region of $1.25 to like $1.50, $1.75. So that's a key point to note, that your bid and your cost per click are different. They're not always going to be exactly the same. So what to watch out for with your fixed bidding campaign. So fixed bidding is not ideal for long-term growth, as you may continue spending the same amount even with low conversion chances. So unlike up and down bidding or down only bidding, where Amazon adjusts your bid based on the likelihood of you receiving a conversion, with fixed bids, you're always bidding the same amount, whether that person is going to be likely to convert and purchase your product or they're not going to convert and purchase your product. So this is not a long-term growth strategy. You want to use this when you are just looking to rank immediately for certain keywords, or you really want to push impressions very quickly. But again, you're going to move back into a down-only bidding strategy once you have achieved the goal that you set out to accomplish with fixed bids. Each of these bidding strategies are useful in their own right, but if you combine all three together, you can create an unstoppable PPC machine that will continue to generate you consistent and profitable sales. If you're interested in seeing how we can implement our exact SEO, PPC, and graphic design systems into your business, completely done for you, so that you can see a 30% sales increase within 3 months, go to the link in the description down below to schedule a free consultation call with one of our Amazon experts. If you got value out of this, check out our other video on how you can structure your Amazon PPC campaigns, as well as how you can name them so that you can more easily and efficiently optimize them to boost your sales even more.